Good morning. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. I have received some comments and I do appreciate those comments. I don't, sadly, I'm so computer illiterate that it takes me forever to get on the computer and learn what to do. It should be my number one priority, but um, alas, I have deficiencies in that regard. And I apologize for not commenting more. Um, but on that subject of comments, I have received some comments, and one was addressing the um, questioning my views on certain things, um, which is fine. I think it's important. You have to address things. You have to talk about things. You have to be able to defend your positions. Um, and but my concerns are um, where we're getting the information, and this was the concern of the person who commented as well. Where am I getting my information? What is the source, and is that source compromised? Is that source biased? Is that source legitimate, or are the sources legitimate? Um, I have no solid answer unless one becomes a quote unquote expert. But experts disagree on everything, everything from creationism to how to make a good milkshake. They all disagree in some way because it's the bias that's in us. We all have a bias. We all have a tendency to focus on what we believe, whether we know it or not. And I think that that's true. Um, and part of this opportunity that I'm trying to do with this channel is to address those foundational issues, not just in a society, but in ourselves, because we are the foundation of the society. We are the foundation of what is good in the society. Because we can all be bad. We have an evil side. People get angry. People get upset. People get, well, violent in one way or another. Some do it less, some do it more. There are tendencies there. And I'd like to address in another talk about evil because it is not being addressed in this medium that I saw. I mean, I hear, talks about this and that. And I use the word Satan um, because of my Christian background. Um, but and I was informed that there are Satanists in this world uh, that use the word Satan um, but they are looking at it as in a different view than what Christians would look at the term or hear the term Satan and what it uh, generates in their persona, in their feelings, in their concept. Because Satan for the Christian is evil, pure and simple. Simple, straight up, no good, lousy, disgusting thing. The person who talked to me about Satanism was not worshiping the demon aspect, but developing self worth, overcoming obstacles, and doing what is important to themselves. Now, that can be, a good thing, and in certain people, that can become a bad thing. Just as, the old thing is Christians have gone to war and killed tens of millions of people uh, because of Christ, because of love. No, they don't do it because they love Christ. There's Christ did not kill people. Whether you believe in Christianity or not, the historic Christ did not kill anybody. He worked to save. He worked to heal. He worked to share love. Whatever your opinion is of a Christ persona, whether it's the Son of God, and I've heard several people talk on these YouTube channels about, what is the reality here. And I've mentioned C.S. Lewis, and yeah, someday I will get that sucker. I'm sorry, I will get that those links to that man's essays. Now, he is not my go-to guy, but his logic, the way he promotes, the way he discusses his issues, very logical. It's not perfect in my estimation. I don't believe everything he says or address C.S. Lewis as some kind of, mentor. But you can learn a lot about how to delve into the personal aspects of yourself and your beliefs. And he's not hesitant to talk about those things. But you have to go through a lot of essays. I just have, there's like 49, I think, that are posted out there. You have to go through each one several times because his abilities academically, linguistically, are just, so far beyond me. But that doesn't mean that he's right. That doesn't mean that whoever is suave and chatty and charismatic and whatever is right. You search your soul for what is right for you. And then you act according to what is right for you. Hopefully that what is right for you, that you've searched for, that you've gained over your years of experience in life, is brought from sources of information, sources of authority, sources of opinions that you've gained, that you've sought, that you became aware of over your life years, and use them. Now, will you make the right decision? Different definition of right there. Will you make the right decision? Who knows? You don't know. Nobody knows. I would venture to say you will, but it's not a guarantee. I don't think there's a thing in life that has a guarantee put on it. You have to look at these things in a very open-minded way. And I admit for myself, I could say these things, and I know that there are issues within me. I know that. I work against that. I try to work against that. I have my own biases and my own concerns that, I filter. Who doesn't filter? I don't think everybody filters. But through the discussion, you at least allow to listen, to open your ears and allow the thought, the words, if presented properly, if presented in a decent, respectful way. Not just to tear down, not just to, accentuate fears or anxieties or troubles and create that fear concept where people do listen when they're afraid. I don't want you to listen because you're afraid. I want you to listen to the things around you because you are interested in them. Because you feel the importance of education, of educating yourself and your family and whoever you talk to in a decent, honorable, communicative way, not in a demanding, biased, domineering way, which there are many people who do, whether they smile and they do it or not. That you have to look inside your soul. That you have to find out what is true to you. So comments on anything are welcome. I do have, again, there's always a bias. There's always a bias. I'm willing to learn, but it's not easy for me to learn. I mean, I'm an older guy. I've got opinions. I thought a lot about things, and I will continue to think a lot about things. So I do appreciate the comments. I do appreciate the exchange of ideas. Um, some, you just have to look at the sources that you believe are legitimate and have that give you the value that you need. Now, you can be deceived. I can be deceived. Anybody can be deceived. Hey, that's what happens because people will speak the truth to you 20 minutes ago, ain't the truth 20 minutes later. And you have to have some consistency. And what is truth? What is value? What is good? Always seek the good. So take care. Keep the comments coming, and I appreciate them. And I'll try to keep a more open mind on many things, whether it's Satanism or is it, political issues, although it's very difficult in these times to keep an open mind. I'm going to do another little chat on the partisanship, which is our founding fathers had warned us against time and time again, and yet here we are because we're human, and that's what people do. All right, take care. My best wishes to all. Like they say in all those channels, hit the like button, subscribe, send the links on, whatever you feel appropriate to do. Okay, my best wishes. Bye for now.